And welcome back everybody to Hartlepool Indoor Bowls Club for another part of the last 16 here for the World Open Singles Qualifier. They're battling to join the boy band. There you go. Abbeyview qualifier last week was Brett Arkley. Bromley was Tom Holmes. There's another qualifier taking place at Bromley. We've got a field of 64 in today, and our featured game is Peter Thomson against Trevor Taylor, the legend that is Trevor Taylor. Peter from my home club, Wharton. Just a quick, there we go, PBA rules. 2 sets of 7 ends. If the scores are tied, the set is halved. If the match is tied of 2 drawn sets, then it's a 3-end tiebreaker, and it goes on the number of ends, not the number of shots. So we'll get the board on for you. There you go. Trevor's got his size 5s out. Peter, the new set of Taylors. I think the 3s. As usual, we're going out live on Facebook and YouTube. We'll run through the scores so far. Who's won what? Who's still in? Who's not still in? Well played, Trevor. Well, all down to place, Peter. Good effort, just ran out. What comms wouldn't be the comms wouldn't be the same without you, Chris.
Well, I thought I was getting dragged home, but obviously not.
Obviously. Well, Peter having a look for the ball here. This is not bad. Has he got the white? Got the white on the ball.
That doesn't.
Oh, well played. Great ball. 2 it is. Trevor got a ball to come, I think. Just to show you where it is.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty tight for him with his. He plays with a set of aces, doesn't he?
Yeah. Oh, there's a Mitch. He has got a Mitchell there. His foot's just going there. If you were watching the stream last week at Abbeyview, looking to play that Mitchell straight up, maybe. There you go. You just see the Mitchell in the middle. Probably doesn't want to get wide and catch the plant if he's going to try to play a old tippy-tappy wicket here.
Might play kind of yard on through his own balls. He's got a chalker there he can bang up.
Well,
he's looking to play more aggressive and put his chalker in the ditch, is he?
Just needs to get a grab and possibly a follow through. Just getting him second. His magic second out of, I think.
Might be enough.
He's having a look. Might be on by a job. You're over there. There you go.
It'll be a long string jobby at the best of it. We just declared the 1 ball.
So 1 to Pete. And it went 2.
Trev's certainly been around the circuit for a while.
He has.
A very steady bowler.
Nice. He's a legend, considering he rattles when he walks now, I think.
Yeah, after his little accident, shall we call it?
Escapade down the stairs.
Yeah. Yeah, he's bionic Trev.
Yeah.
But he's a good lad.
Nice.
Does a good job up at Carlisle, across at Carlisle.
Yeah, top banana, mate. Top banana.
I don't know very much about Peter.
Peter plays it out of our place. Just needs to find a little bit more consistency and don't overthink it. So that's his problem. Sometimes he just overthinks things, and rather than just get on the mat and chuck them. It's an easy game, sometimes made hard.
I've never won a game playing, and I've never lost a game watching.
Touche, mon ami, touche.
Dead easy to play when you're watching the game.
Trevor sporting one of his Reggie roller shirts.
Yeah, he's one of their named players, is he not? Is he not one of their named players? There's a few folk.
I think he is, there's a few now.
I think Connor Milne from Turriff, I think he's one of the Reggie Rollers.
Reggie Rollers.
He's just come back from a successful escapade across to Canada.
Canada, yeah.
Yeah. He's not a bad chapper.
Wait, Connor, top man.
Or loon, sorry, he's a loon.
The loon is what
like
he's called. Loon.
Yeah, he's a loon.
Now the angle I'm going to put you on in a minute, that angle there, I've lost control of the gimbal because unfortunately I knocked the camera over and it looks like it smashed the gimbal, so I'm going to have to do a bit of homework tonight. See if I can get that fixed. So we can't, there's no moving on that. I can zoom in and zoom out on it, but I can't do out with it.
So what you're saying is potentially the gimbal's going to the gimbal graveyard.
I think that gimbal might be going to if you can see it, it's taped up with
hazard tape.
Hazard tape,
yep,
to keep it on the tripod. Because the tripod's smashed as well, but I've got a spare in the car, so that's not so bad. I'm just getting a new one because one of them was on the way out.
That's where if the viewers can subscribe, that could potentially help you to get the new gimbal.
You read. What a marketing fella you are.
I don't think you'll find a single person saying that they'll all say they applaud what you do with what you've got, Richie.
It's all good, Nat.
You know.
It's all good. There's a lot of goodwill out towards us. There's a lot of goodwill, and we do appreciate it. Well, Peter, he got out to the white. He's actually changed his balls for this game. He hasn't had these very long. Apparently Scotland's taken a bit of a beating against the Australians in that test game. Yeah.
Well, is that you see the score because they're getting a pumped, or is it because they're doing well?
I think they're getting a pumped. I know my football team's getting beat 2 now, so we'll not mention football. 112 drawn 2 out of 54. Oh, well, every cloud.
Well, it's only day 1.
So 1 to Trevor, I think. Yeah.
And it is a pretty formidable Aussie side. I'm not saying the Scottish team isn't a formidable Scottish team, but the Aussies are.
It doesn't matter who you play for.
They're pretty damn good.
Yeah. I think the only time that they struggle is probably when they come outdoors.
Yes.
Over here, because it's completely alien to them. I think there's many a time they've gone back with a bad back. Right, so
Mr. McPherson saying that's the scary thing, only day one. Well, let's try and keep the positives.
yeah. Right, I'll try to run through who's on at the moment. We've got Jack Bird taking on Cameron Leggett. Carla Banks is back on, taking on ABY. Anthony Booth's young Milligan Fitzgerald. Gary R. Smith, who ended Stewie Hubbard's hopes. He's playing Michael Layden. So that's all Hartlepool affair. You've got Peter taking on Trevor here. James Baxter is taking on John Sproat. Mark Higgins is taking on Lloyd Milligan somewhere. Where is he at?
He's on ring 3.
Ring 3, yeah. Local derby is Mr. Farquhar is taking on Mr. Bolt. Stewie Irwin's waiting to play the winner of Holly Chater and Colin Banks.
And that looks like it is. What's the score on that, right?
Holly is, but well, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4. Holly won the first set, if I'm reading the right board, and
she's
5-1
up with fifth end, so she's 2 ends to go. From what I've seen, she was playing very steady bowls. Colin's no fool when it comes to the bowling circuit, but I did manage to watch a couple ends, and she did have those orange pearls all over the jack. So
national champion, England international as well. It's Holly, I'm sure.
I don't know her, but again,
I'm sure
Scottish accent, living in England, so I'm not going to know many of the players.
No chance. You don't know what time of day it is.
It's that time.
The daylight.
Wouldn't know.
Well, Trevor's
played a cracker here. He's lying at least 3. I would have, 2.5. Was it 2.5?
2.5, mate. 2 and a look. Well, Pete, you're getting 3 decent lines, mate. You just scratched around for the pace.
It's going to be like Dusk Till Dawn. You'll see the end of that movie where they go in when it's dark and they come out the next morning in the sunrise. It feels like the same here. That'll probably be like how you feel.
No.
Minus the vampires.
Minus the yeah. Well, it's 2-0 up, Trevor.
2's been declared anyway, so it's just interesting to see if it'll be the 3.
If the umpire coming on.
It's really hard to tell with this camera angle.
Did ask Gillian, Trevor. Umpire.
We just need to get the cable cam. When the cable runs across the top of the rank.
The old zip wire. Tie us. We'll tie you to the zip wire. I can't put me on because obviously it'll sag.
It'd have to be a really strong grip. Really strong wire.
So Gareth Hicks, our umpire, lovely fella Gareth.
Yeah, we'd be lost without our officials today. So well done for helping us all out. Also a big thanks to the club. Yeah, giving up their facilities for a weekend.
Right. Yep, 2 it was. Was that 2, Mrs. Marker?
And Trev's bringing the mat up.
Just going to try to keep me on me metal here, Trevor.
I can almost move the gimbal for you.
I could actually just go and get it and stand it next to me, couldn't I? But it doesn't matter. Got the main camera behind, and I can get that angle as well. So it's all good, man.
I think from now we'll probably find that the speed of the green might change, might fluctuate.
Yeah.
Does feel like there's a bit of an Arctic blast blasting over our shoulders just now, so no doubt that'll have an effect on the carpet.
I think I'm going to have a stiff neck tonight, I'll tell you. Pardon the pun.
Well, yes. Is Herr Bolt spooning you this evening?
If he's spooning us, he'd be breathing on my neck.
Trev's on a line here. Just needs to sneak past the burgundy ball.
Well played.
Yeah, he's played a good ball again. Such a steady player. As in bowling, not as in on his feet.
Yeah.
Sorry, Trev.
Well, Paddy, do you think you're...
A big thank you to Malcolm. He's saying enjoying the coverage and keep the comments up. So he's popped into Dolphin. Very difficult to do streaming at multiple venues, so I'm sure if they could, they would. We don't want to dilute things too much, and
Trevor
makes you focus on us.
Yeah.
That's another superb ball,
Trevor.
Yeah, he's his radar's on now. And those first two balls by Peter have kind of put him in a little bit of trouble. I think it's a damage limitation on this end now. Unless he fancies managing to find that channel with weight.
Yes.
This is the ball to make the change anyway.
Needs to get under.
Well, that was a very good result.
Got a result now.
Yeah, he certainly did.
Get it on that angle there, see where that jack is, where she's gone.
Ball's gone dead, and the jack has stayed live. It's about 3 feet from the right hand marker.
If Bolty was marking there, we'd be still waiting for that marker to get on. You'd have to wait for Trevor to get up to do it.
And it's gives him a chance to draw the shot. I'm sure Trevor will be close.
Well, when it gets into view, folks, well, there we go. Zoom it in for you.
Is it going to bend?
Is he going to get back?
Going to bend?
Is he going to get back? Oh.
Don't think it's in, to be fair. There's been a...
Peter thinks it's out.
Yeah. A couple of the forehands going up. I played on rink 2 and trying to draw to the right hand pin, and the ball just went into rink 3 and it just didn't come back. Didn't come back. I think it's the nature of how the hand plays. If you go a fraction high, you get tracked. But we've got the umpires have been called, so they'll decide if it's in. It's a big ball, to be fair, because if it's in, he's got something to beat, and if it's not, he's got a couple of yards to draw at the ditch to get the shot, which is be a good save given he was 3 down.
Yeah.
So how are they going to do it? Have they got the scope, or are they going to string it?
How about Gareth, man? Get it sorted. Get the mirror out. Have you look at the mirror?
Some umpires going up to determine whether or not this wing ball is in or not. Votes on a postcard.
I think you'll have to... Is he measuring? He's not measuring. No, you're measuring. You're looking for the jack in, isn't it?
I think he's just realised that he's come with a set of calipers to see if the ball in.
Oh, right, Gareth, man. Yeah, didn't you be walking down there at your age? Is it?
Getting commented on your attire, Trev, saying you look very smart.
What's Gareth doing here then?
So it looks like they've got the string, and they're going to put the string on the... There's a little black line down the middle of that mark.
Oh, Trevor said it's out. Gareth!
No, they're not doing it. Trev's gone and had a look at the far end, and I think he's agreed that his last ball is out. But should he have wanted that checked, they would go from the black mark down the middle of that white marker, and they would go run the string to the opposite marker at the far end along the black line. And then if I remember right, they'll use a set square.
Yeah.
And then that will determine whether or not the ball is in or not. But I'm more than happy to take the guidance from our ITOs that might be listening. Some places use mirrors with a black line down it. Some have scopes. I tend to use telepathy. And he's got a good track here, so I'll be very surprised if he hasn't just drawn the shot, which is very good given he was 3 shots against. So that was a good end from Peter. A fortunate runner, but he's followed it up with a good draw. And Trev's obviously applauded it with gritted teeth. So that should be 3-2.
3-2 after
5 after 5.
Yeah.
Although the master scoreboard at the far end shows 4. And we're on the 5th end.
Yeah. I think what you find is a lot of club players who probably just started, when the jack goes off and you're not respotting it, or if the ball's just on the line, people will look at the thickness of the line rather than the actual centre of the line. And you can see many an argument within clubs saying, oh no, it's just got to be touching the white line. No, it's got to be the centre of the white line.
We'll have VAR of the balls.
Oh, the VAR, I know. I'm sure if Mr. Thornhill's watched, I'm sure he's pulled his hair out many a time when he's seen people saying, it's still on, it's touching the white edge of the stick.
Yeah, he's a very knowledgeable man, very helpful. I've reached out to him on a couple of occasions with queries and he'll always get back to you. So yeah, we'd be lost without people such as himself that gives up the time to become a expert in that field. So thank you, Alan.
Well played, Trev.
Another good lead ball. Yeah, I think he's in the zone now. Although Peter's tracking on a pretty good line as well. And if he runs on, he could draw the shot. Oh, just ran through, but it's a very good ball. You do get those kind of games where your worst ball 6 inches away, but you're still losing threes.
Aye.
Two very, very good balls, Trev. Peter will just try and lose 6 inches. Be very surprised if Trev's not line 3 in a minute. Here it comes.
Oh, it's not bad.
Yeah, it's when the weight comes off, it does pull back, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, very good bowling. What do you think? A little runner through in the forehand now. Take a chance.
Yeah, Peter might look for the plant, I think. But then again, just wind up the draw. Answers on a postcard.
Looks like Trev's having a glass of water at the end of the rink.
What? I was going to say, I had to have a look there.
Well, it's a ambery coloured with a white head on it. Not sure what kind of water that is, but it's obviously doing the damage.
Well, backing yourself to draw within 8 inches.
Well, he's picked a good line. That forehand does come back.
How quick are you going to get out?
That's a very good attempt. Oh, he's literally only, 12 inches through, and he's probably still losing the 3. And I'd be very surprised if Trev doesn't go in for 4.
Yeah.
And that would make it 7-2. A couple ends to go.
Well, all down to your pace, Trevor.
Looks pretty tidy.
Oh, Judith Chalmers.
That's it. Wish you were here. Still a good 3, so that's 6-2 after.
Let's see if we'll get the fingers there. 3.
A definite tactic by Trev here. Mat up, short jacks.
Nice. So 6-2. Going to end number 6, I think.
It's 6 by my counting, but the last game was kind of a bit fruity, so I think we lost count after 1. At least we're not on mute.
Well, that's every cloud, mate. That's it. Every cloud. Yeah, well played, Trevor.
Very good, Trevor. Kind of like Brett was at Abbeyview last week. That's the kind of performance we're getting here.
Yeah.
Just grind your opponent down with relentless drawing.
Just them late 2 balls, mate, isn't it?
Yeah.
Late 2 balls.
So important. It's the same tomorrow. It'll be all about the first ball.
Pairs.
2 ball pairs. Yeah. It's all about the first 2 balls, first ball. You really want a lead that's nailing the jack, and the skip goes up and plays the positional balls.
Aye, put the buttons in. That's what you want, man.
That's obviously why Bolty's picked Mr. Hartley, isn't it? Aye. Yeah, Mr. Velvet. Smoother than a pint of Guinness. Wonder if he'll have his Darth Vader water bottle with him.
Oh, and Summers one.
Yeah. Some people do confuse it with something else.
Oh, yes. We did the first time. We had to have a double take on it.
Yes.
Oh, Peter. Just lapping a bit.
Dropping short a little bit.
The only thing... The thing in my mind is you change your balls, and if you didn't click with it, what's the first thing that comes in your mind?
You shouldn't change my balls. Yeah. It's because you're searching for a new line, you're searching for a new weight, you know.
Yeah.
There's not many people that can go change balls and hit the ground running.
Yeah, I mean, this ring, you can generally play 4 hands with most balls. But each to his own.
There's some people that could pick up a set of turnips and put them close to the jack.
Oh, but you're right.
But there's not many of those.
No. Just need to climb past it, Pete, son. I might just...
Oh, nearly. I think Trevor's wanting to know which ball's closer for a third shot. Gillian's just said ask the umpire.
I'm not telling you, secret. Secret, how much is it worth?
It's the old, it's the sit on the fence, it's a measure.
It's a measure.
It's not a measure in it, but it's a measure. Stay safe. Am I only 2 down? Yes. You go up, measure for 3.
Although, I should measure your time with this.
Shake hands, thanks, cheers.
Aye. Oh, Trevor.
Oh, what a ball, Trevor.
Great stuff, son.
It's getting boring watching this now.
Once he gets in a rhythm.
Oh.
Mr. Smith's getting through against Michael Layden, I think.
He'll be a difficult man to beat on his home carpet.
Yep.
Given that he plays probably about 40 hours of indoor bowls a week. He seems to be here all the time. Very steady.
Or did he win? Putting these balls away. But they're both putting the balls away, so either could have won. I think Gary must have won.
I think Gary's got quite a few sets of balls, though, doesn't he?
So,
Mr. Higgins on rank 3 is giving it a go. Trying to peel off a ball.
So first set to Trevor, 8-2.
Yep. Peter's got the mat, and he's no surprise, he's keeping it back. Looks like the Higgins game on rank 3, and it looks like that's going to tie break. That's a better start from Peter. Yep. That's a better start. It just shows you put your first ball within 6 inches, it puts a little bit of pressure on your opponent. Yeah, he's changed the length, so that's going to take Trevor a couple of ends to adjust, but that's what you need to do when you're into that second set. Change the length, get control.
Mr. Smith did win. Gary R. Smith beat Michael Layden 7-4, 9-3, and will play the winner of this game in the quarterfinals.
Oh, that's a tasty prospect, isn't it?
Tasty prospect, yeah. I think there's something wrong with the spreadsheet because it's put Colin Banks through. I thought he got beat.
Well, he's moved his balls to the back of rink too, so...
Is he getting through? Oh, he is. He's gone on against
Stuart. It does
Stuart,
look like, yeah, he's gone on against Stuart. So he must have won that, and I guess was that a tie-break, maybe?
Well, that must have been that was the wrong way around on the board then. Well played, Peter. That score was round the wrong way.
Well, we know how we like to keep it interesting for the viewers.
So Stewie Irwin's playing Colin Banks, Davy Bones playing Colin Farquhar, Lloyd Milligan is playing Mark Higgins, Lloyd's took the first set, and Carla Banks playing ABY.
They're just finishing the trial ends.
Jack Bird's playing Cameron Leggett. Oh, well played, Trevor. Didn't see it, mate. Didn't see what happened. Did you draw it?
Oh, drew it clean.
See if we'll catch it on YouTube.
Sponsored by Strongbow.
Well, Peter. Drop down between the two greenings, mate, maybe. Get the split, maybe.
I think he'll go to a backhand draw. It's the first end of the second set. You know, he's picked 3 pretty good weighted balls. The last thing he wants to do is start running at things and lose his draw weight on the first end. Although he's looking at it. But again, Trev's got the last ball, so even if he was to push it through into the ditch, Trev's got like 3 yards to try and draw something, and I very much doubt he'd fail on that. So maybe close the head down, settle for losing a 1 or draw the shot. Looks like he's setting up for the forehand. Although he draws to the tee in the forehand, what do you think? Oh, no, nice. He's having a little run at it.
How far run it? I would run at the other side, but we're all right.
Do you know what? He's not far away if he gets green balls up.
Oh, he's unlucky. Unlucky to get the contact.
Yeah, he was near there, he was close.
So
Trev's put another one in for 2. That'd be a good start to the second set. I think Bolty won the first set 8-2 on rank 6. Carla and Anthony are just finishing their second trial end.
Well, what you like, Trev? Not bad. You're not bad at all. Wade in, mate. Wade in. I think that's a 2.
Camera angle's hard to tell, but it does look like it. Certainly favour the Jack High ball.
Why are you coming on? Just looking up, looked like Jack Bird took the first set against Cameron. Can I tell Carla Banks ABY?
Yeah, They're just finishing trial ends.
Oh, they're ring 4, aren't they?
Yep, 1-4. Stu and Colin on ring 2. They're just they're starting their trial ends.
John Sprott took the first set against James Baxter. I think you're all up to date with the rest.
I'm certainly getting to the business end of the event now. Yes, oh, we've got the Reggie Roars. Yeah, Trevor's definitely playing well. It's probably because of the. Is it because of the T-shirt? That is superpower.
Because of the shirt.
Yeah, that might be his superpower. Superman's got his cape. Trev's got his Reggie Roars T-shirt.
Shirt. Well, 2 it is. Let's go up again.
So, what's your predictions for the next round, Richie? What do you think?
We'll see who's in. Then I'll put the kiss of death on somebody.
Ooh.
Luckily Derek's not in. Fergie. Otherwise I would have tipped Fergie.
Yeah, that didn't work out very well, did it?
Nah, it never does when I tip him. Yeah, well played, Trev.
Yeah, it certainly looks like the carpet is slowing down slightly. Not by much, but just enough. I'm certainly going to have to put my slippers on now. The mankini's getting a bit cold.
Getting a chill out. Getting a chill.
ABY on rink 4 just to put in a couple of snorters against Carla. Guessing after this round, the potential might be some rink changes, do you think? Or will we just stick with rink 1 through?
Quarterfinals, I think there'll be another one, and then they'll be moving the cameras over, I think. Obviously, the one that's taped up, well, that might be a...
You know, you could probably still move it. It will just need to be a careful move.
I'll just have to get a good position on it. Just having a look at... Down Dolphin at their games. Just seeing if they're down 16 now. Need to get the white Pete. White and sit back.
It's a good ball, but when Trev is doing what Trev does.
Right, last 16 down at Dolphin. We've got Kerry Packwood, Scott Edwards, Dan Windmill, Steve Wade, Martin Heisman, Glenn Adams, Paul Maynard, Charlie Souter, James Rippey, Martin Puckett, Bill McJack, Ryan Whitlock, Terry Honor, Oliver Collins, Patrick Bristow, Mike Titcombe. Oh, there you go, they're last 16.
A lot of good names in that lineup, so it's going to be a strong qualifier.
Well, Trevor, can you tuck this white in?
A little bit of a grimace when he let go of that ball, so
might be closer. Oh, he's gone a bit high.
Do you know what? If it keeps on running, it's probably not that bad a ball. Because if the jack does move out to the pit, to the respot, it could be second shot.
Yeah.
So it's maybe a good bye then, if it was meant. Answers on a postcard.
Of course it was meant, Trevor.
Chandelier special, 3 wicks and a follow through. I meant that.
Right, Peter. A little bit of a chance here, son. Let's give it a chance. Oh.
he's on a line here.
Oh,
this could be very good if he gets a.
Well played.
Very, very well played. That was a top ball.
Might have magic 2 out of it. Definitely 1.
2, maybe. Could be a stretching a 3 here.
Oh, you'd be really stretching a 3. Be stretching the Mets, aren't you?
Very, very good ball. I thought he was getting a bit of the white on the way through, to be fair.
Oh.
It's worth a look. Trev's normally pretty good on the eye.
Trevor's always good on the eye. I don't know what he's trying to say.
Steady.
Easy. Well done, Peter.
2-2 after 2. Keeps things interesting.
Of course, the Stewie Irwin, Colin Banks is a repeat of the qualifier at Carlisle a couple of years ago.
Yeah, Stu's a nice big lad. I played the pairs qualifiers with him last year. We got dispatched nice and early, but it was still a pleasure to play with the big lad. Also, I've crossed swords with Colin a couple of occasions when I played bowls north of the wall. Plays at one of the stronger clubs up north. I'm sure it was Geary, if I remember right.
Yeah.
Or Gairloch, depending how you want to pronounce it.
Depends if I'm pronouncing it, it could be figured out.
Yeah.
Hi, up.
Richie's just off mic just now. They're trying to sort out some of the rink allocation for later on in the event when we get to the semi-finals and the finals. It's a good second bowl by Peter. But sure, Trevor alter and just drift under his first bowl. Notice how I missed out the H word before the drift.
Heavy. Oh, I played that. Oh.
Rhymes with red line.
Oh. Well, Pete, just needs to run.
Just pulling up now.
Your top side of it, Trev. No. Tickle on the white there, Pete.
Yeah, Trev's bowls could quite easily finish inside that and just dip the red ball out for 2. That's if Peter doesn't close the head down. Just gonna touch deep.
Yeah.
You never know though. Never a wasted back bowl. I don't think Trevor will be playing that heavy. He'll just be sneaking on the inside. Wasn't far away with his last ball. Thank you, Dan. And I did say Geary or Gary. Remember, I'm the central northerner, not a northern northerner. Could have been worse. I could have said he was a Tara lad.
That could have been me.
Wait.
Right, Trevor, have you got enough in it, son?
He certainly picked a line and he's interested.
Have you got enough in it?
But I think he's just.
Oh, well, there.
Oh, nearly 3 O's would have done. 3 O's would have been.
So, 1 to Pete. 3-2. Going to end number 4. But Trevor took first set.
Certainly a tighter set, this one, than the last.
Aye.
A lot of people use the first set as their 7 trial ends, isn't it?
A lot of people use the second set as the second and tries it on, shake hands.
I tend to find I have 14 trials.
You kid me not. Good start.
Yeah, that's a very good start. It just shows you how much Trev's enjoying that backhand, that ditch side. He's sticking to that same side, and confident that you can draw around that red ball.
Yeah.
And guess what? He's just drawn around that red ball. Very good home. A pretty tasty line from Peter as well, but
Stage to run.
Just a little bit short on the weight. And this is where Trevor wants to close things down now. Don't want to sound like the Trevor Taylor fan club, but
Trevor. Get the bomb.
Peter's certainly giving him a run for his money in this set. He's still line the 1. Both of them favouring the ditch side.
Oh, Mr. Farquhar shook hands over there.
Yeah, it was looking like he was what? He was 1 set down and 4-0, and
I think he dropped a 2 there as well, didn't he? Yeah. Well, Trevor.
He's just carrying that 2 feet.
So, Mr. Bolt's into the quarter-finals. Try to... see which half of the draw is in, the bottom half, and you will play the winner of Stewie Irwin and Colin Banks.
And that game is currently sitting at... Can't see because of Trev's sitting right in front of the scoreboard. That's 2-1 after 2 ends. I think it's who's the home team on that game?
Which one's that? Stewie?
Yeah.
Stewie.
So Stew's 2-1 up after 2 ends. On rink 3, who's the home team on that one?
Mark.
Mark is 3-0 up in the second set, but he lost the first set. Rink 4, home team again.
Carla.
Carla is 1 set up, but she's 3-0 down in the second set.
Well, Trevor.
And then 4 and 5 are finished and empty.
Don't look too bad here, mate. Oh, what an effort here, mate. Have you got that all? Do you know when you sit and watch something coming up the wicket and you go, have you got that all?
Did you see that all the way?
Aye, yeah.
Trev just walked past the commentary with a big cheesy grin on his face, saying, "Did you see that?"
Did you see that? It was all the way, 1 to Pete, 4-2.
Wow. 4-2 after 4. I'm going to correct myself, actually. Rink 4, Carla is it's 3-0, and if they're still playing the first set, that's now 3-2 after 3 ends. It's the Higgins game that is 3-1 in the second set, and somebody's one set up. Need to get some post-it notes from my forehead, Richie, to get the names. Somebody's winning on rank 2, somebody's winning on rank 3.
I think the problem is the scoreboards on the wall just confuse you, don't they? Because they're all sort of close together.
Yep. They're not central.
No.
On the rinks, they're kind of to one side of.
That's our excuse, folks, and we're sticking to it.
Sounds good to me. It's a good start from Peter. I didn't think it'd take long for him to get back on the line and length.
Well, Peter, you're up, son.
Just needs to hold for that ball. I think he's just going to die under.
A decent second.
Right, is that. Trev's just pushed through that a little bit more, but if he splits the red balls, I don't think he'd be disappointed with that. That's not a bad ball, to be fair. And Peter's sitting on a slightly higher line. Just drifting off with that extra yard, isn't it?
Yeah.
Such a difficult shot in here on any rink. That yard on.
Interesting to know from the lads that have played over the other side that have come over this side to see whether it's quicker over here or if it's slower, because it is, I have to say, it is still chilly over this side.
You'd think it would be colder on the far end, so like the rinks probably 6, 7 and 8 where the front door is.
Well,
when
we used to scream, but it was chilly over yon side with the door.
But it does feel really cold on this side, and that does have an effect on the carpet.
It's the old question, because somebody asked it at Abbey View, does a carpet run quicker when it's warm, or does a carpet run quicker when it's cold?
Well, if I use Perth as an example,
Yeah.
back in the day, I always found that Perth ran quicker when it was hot.
When it was hot.
You know, Perth was always one of the quicker carpets, normally ran about 17, 18, 19 seconds, which is pretty quick. But when it was warm, it was quicker. Same with Stanley. Back when you used to do the four days of qualifiers at Stanley above the Asda supermarket, when Stanley was warm, it was lightning quick.
Yeah. I mean, I can remember Stanley putting the heating on overnight, and you used to go in for Denny Cup, and it used to be like playing on glass.
Yes. So for me, I think that as a general rule of thumb, the heat does make a difference on the carpet.
Well,
like so the carpets that are on the wooden floors, the wooden floor tends to be slightly warmer, and I tend to find that they run quicker.
Right.
Whereas you go to, again, I'll say Stonehaven again, I'm sure that's a concrete base.
Concrete.
Normally freezing anyway. Yeah, it's normally one of the stiffer carpets.
Right.
Although I did find the pace of Abbey View actually wasn't that bad, to be fair.
Right.
So it was cold, but the pace was reasonable. You could play the shots. You tend to find out as the forehands were towards the bar were all slightly swingier, more forgiving, and the backhands slightly hangy.
So 5-4 to Trevor, going into N6. Now, Peter will need to score a one here. Needs to score this end, really.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to be chasing the last end. I know.
But it's going to be very difficult when Trev has just done that. It's getting boring now.
repetitive. Just a 4 feet, Pete. Now, Trevor, have you navigated your way around it, or have you navigated your way under?
Navigated onto the back of it, isn't he? But it's kind of closed the backhand down now. So Peter will probably change the forehand. I think that just looks a little bit tight.
Shy again.
And shy, because, yeah, there it is. Anything within a foot at the front is going to kill that head for him now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Looks like a good line from Trev. His brother Gavin's a good bowler as well.
Yeah, Northampton way now.
Northampton, yeah. And if I remember right, I'm sure his partner Dena.
Right.
I'm sure her son, was he not in the England setup at some point this year?
Don't know.
Wonder if any of the viewers know that.
I know Dad, David, legend of Cumbrian bowls.
Yep.
Well, Peter, looking half it out, son. You just need to get under your own, follow through.
Yeah, well, he's now got 2 back bowls, because that bowl that he's just hit through is about 2 feet from the ditch side marker, and it's probably a bowl away from the ditch.
Just stopped on, there you go.
You just see it beside the pink shoes. You sometimes get the end where you kind of wish your bowl could split in half as it got to the jack. Half stops in as a second shot, and a little bit runs through and covers the back bowl. You kind of can't cover everything. If he puts a back bowl in, he can get the bowl out for a single, yeah. Maybe a couple. And if he puts another bowl in, he could pick the jack up through the ditch for 3. I think he'll go deep, because I think it's
I think if he gets the second tee.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Yeah, I think it's easier for him to go deep.
Close to the second
Although I
tee.
think he's drawn second shot here.
Needs to run. Well,
I suppose if he does get the bowl, it's very difficult to get 2 of them now. If it hits the jack, it could jam.
Make it no easier.
He'll definitely be running through this, I would say.
I think he might go quicker. He's controlling it. Needs to bend.
It's kicking out. He might come.
To bend.
He could come off those wing balls.
Oh.
So what's that? That's 7-4, and then to go. So he's need to pick up a
full house.
A full house here. Nothing's impossible.
Good man, Trevor. Just got us in, kept you in view in that, in the broken camera.
You hear the rattle in the background. That's Mr. Bolt just eating last night's chicken kebab. Getting a bit of protein in before his next game. That's a good start from Trev when your opponent's chasing a 4. Don't think Peter's played badly. He's just come up against somebody far more consistent.
Yeah.
On the first couple of balls. Put the pressure on. And that ball's going to make it really hard to get a 4.
Yeah.
Oh, Trev, stop it.
Well, you just got to try to get your 3 balls not around, Pete.
If Trev keeps playing like that, I think he will go long in this competition. I'm not going to say how long because I don't want to put the hex on.
You word it first, do you?
Mark Higgins, let me have a look. Just need the scoreboards to clear just now. They're on rink 3 and it looks like they're in the second set, but I can't tell, so just hold fire and we'll get those scores to you.
Score's just been cleared.
Right, so it's the away team that's won the first set. So who's that on the card, Richie? Do you know?
I'm sure that was 5-1 just a minute ago.
So the away side on the card on rink 3 has won that set. So when Richie looks at the draw, we'll just get you the name.
They're digging out with these boards today, this lot. Got me punch drunk. Lloyd.
So Lloyd's won the first set and they've just started the second set, and they've both played a ball each.
See, I think it's that one being on that bloody wall. That one being on the wall all the game.
We'll try and find out for you.
No idea. Just give up.
Getting back to the game at hand, I think Trev's line a pair, and his opposition stood his hand out. So
acknowledged he's not going to get a 4 out of that, so well done, Trevor.
Well done, Trev.
Into the quarter-finals he goes. Our line's P there, put up a gallant effort.
He had a good game.
He did, yeah. Thanks again, mate. Thanks again, folks. I think all quarter-finals will go on at the same time, so we might have about a 15-20 minute wait, I think, because Stewie Irwin and Colin Banks just see halfway through the first set. So, as always, I'll have a quick shout out. I'll get that off, and we will get that off and get that on. Thanks again to Renton Wealth Management and Pentland Precast.co.uk. This has been a Wrong Bias Dodgy Production 2025. We'll be back. Maybe I would guess about 25, maybe even half an hour for the quarterfinals, and I'll give you the quarterfinal lineup at Dolphin as well. So thanks everybody.